Once upon a time, I'm in my new apartment. There's nothing in here. So this is season 5, episode 13. Its title is Labor of Love. Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Smoke Things, for making sense.
Oh, he all messed up.
You got a nasty face.
Not so pretty now, hookers.
Hey, it's Meg, but she's also on every other show, from Hannibal to X-Files.
He'll hunt you down. He's already done his worst to me.
What happened to you? So her graveside voicemail got through?
Must have got through.
Did he introduce himself, or is he just gonna grab a chick?
How does he know she's not a trick?
Right?
Oh my God. Go!
You go first. I'm a brave hero.
Then go where? You don't know where you're supposed to go.
Captain Kenny Jones, Captain Hook, tell her to find me. Go!
You're scared. You don't remember some people telling you.
I know. She's like, okay, what was his name again?
Who am I looking for?
Oh God, it's a thing from
Three-headed.
from the thing, or it's just 3 of the things from Ghostbusters.
Oh. Or it's the morgue or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Neverending Story.
Friend of the Nothing.
Don't like it. Whatever it is, it got red eyes.
Never good.
I don't like red eyes. I'm serious.
Mary Margaret, what are you doing?
Why do they all separate down there?
Yeah.
Stick together.
They were my subjects I was supposed to protect.
But you failed. I'm really hoping there's gonna be a thing where like his brother pretends to be him,
Yeah,
and then
they
she,
gotta-
who do I shoot? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, babies know.
She looks so much like her.
It's creepy.
Evil
Virginia.
stepmother.
I love it. Where did you go running out of? You just left the castle complete. I'm gonna go run.
Ramo?
Now, how are you going to pull on it?
You can't pull on his sword. Oh, it's her. Oh, he can do whatever he wants.
I guess he could pull
Yeah.
it by a sword.
She's like, hey, sir.
It's like Zac Efron. What the heck is he doing there?
Yeah, what are you there for?
Oh.
Oh, he died.
Friends.
Never brought him up till now.
We have to help him find a way to move on.
Makes sense, especially for Hook.
Yeah, forget Hook. This show just goes killing all these Disney characters.
My mother's gone now. The office should be empty, and no one knows it better than Henry.
What? Your mother just poofed away. She could be anywhere.
Exactly. It could be an animal.
Yeah, you don't know whose blood it is.
Where's Kelly?
That didn't sound good.
Tell me I need to go now.
Don't ask questions, just go.
So this place is just waiting for your parents.
That's creepy.
Where's the cave? Could you find it again?
Maybe if we weren't poofed here.
His teeth can crush your bones with a single bite.
How do you know that? Did
Yeah.
you any of your bones?
I know exactly what this beast is.
You just wanted to go home out of boredom, so you just showed up. So he's the one that teaches her how to shoot a bow and arrow.
I'm not a hero.
Training montage.
This medal
Boy Scouts.
is the first labor I ever completed.
This one was for sewing and starting a fire.
She's got the hots for him already. Look, little girl crush. Look at it.
Oh, he touched her arm.
Just need an excuse to spend as much time as I can.
Oh.
Oh.
So what exactly is your last labor?
Labor of love? Focus on what you're doing. You have a
I
arrow
notched
on a
already.
bow. Come on. I love how underworld waitresses are even scantily clad.
You don't recognize me, do you?
You got old.
You got old, sorry. Had a kid.
What are you doing down here? I mean, how did you?
I'm not dead.
Just slumming it.
You're not a grandmother.
Actually, it's kind of a convoluted story.
That's how you explain the show.
Yep.
He needs to sing that song that says, I can go the distance, and then he'll get his courage up, and he'll do it.
Forget. Can't let fear of failure keep you from trying.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, die? Like,
I know,
you'll be
really.
fine.
That's-
So he got bit in the neck by Cerberus, and it didn't crush his bones.
Right, yeah.
It's just a human-sized vent.
Behind a couch.
That makes no sense. Dalmatian couches. No.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yes, with you, I need to be more specific. How was the one you killed?
Why is he go, Robin? Can you come through here? Whoa.
Leave my people alone.
You know, you have guards at your disposal.
Really.
Oh, it's a
Oh, come on.
hot mess.
You're going to have to answer to me.
Probably should have just sent him.
Really?
Your boyfriend will protect you forever.
His punch, like, knocked down only the bad guys. Those extras in the background were fine.
Maybe only the force went out.
We didn't exactly know
Maybe.
much about
Oh, no.
There's more where this came from.
Scheming.
Probably should have gotten him a flashlight. Hey, no, pick up your sword. So is one dog just, like, slowly open his eyes, and then the other one's like,
That's what I
okay,
thought,
we'll
too.
slowly open our eyes.
That's what I thought.
Like, why does this hellhole look like Storybrooke?
Yes, please.
my reasons, and I don't have to share them with you.
That's what the writers say to the fans all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you really think you could face Cerberus again?
Yeah.
So he killed you a little bit,
Snow, I couldn't let you down.
but you did. Oh,
Oh.
no! You took his hook! What did you do to him? He took his hook. It doesn't hurt him. He's just like, I'm out.
Drop the hook.
Oh, how I miss it. The music, the gin, the glamour. The gin.
The gin.
And when you broke it, Henry, you sent it right down
Oh, come
the
on.
underworld. Its purpose unfulfilled.
You
Oh,
you
come
you
on.
killed it.
With my help,
You killed the pin and it went to the underworld.
back to our world.
Seriously?
Never help you. You can restore Mommy Dearest to the pure soul she once was. You can save her.
She's still dead. You still killed someone.
I lost my daughter for 28 years. And then you found her.
So get over it.
Yeah.
You made me your friend.
That's,
You jerk.
We need Snow White.
Yeah, because Mary Margaret's boring.
What are you doing?
What were you doing?
Can you keep a secret?
I made all those medals myself.
So how do I stop this man?
Get a gun.
Pick it up.
Drop those paper mache anchors and pick up the sword.
We're just going to antagonize my uncle.
Well, that's a chance we're going to have to take.
Easy for you to say. You're alive. He's gonna go to hell.
That's why you're going to win this time. You're not going to fight him alone.
We'll get you a gun. Oh yeah, I forgot about Meg.
Did Mary Margaret talk muscles into giving it another go?
I don't think so.
What the what?
okay, what just happened? The bed just flew down. Oh,
Dude, get
crap.
out of the house. Don't let dogs in the house.
Bull in a china shop, dog.
I've changed clothes, so I'm gonna
What's with
beat you now.
With the weird skirt.
I seem to remember you delivering a similar warning yesterday.
It was only one day.
You become a hero in one day. No, it's been one day. You're not good yet. The guy in the background's like, I got a sword, but
He can stab that little girl real quick.
never mind.
Or do I need to disarm all of you?
They're gonna kill you. Oh, you rallied the troops.
I say don't pick up your weapons.
Yeah. I'd say just leave your weapons.
Yes. Now kiss him.
Now kiss him. I don't care about Charming.
Does this mean you're going to defeat Cerberus?
And die.
Do you want to come?
You probably should have gone.
I think my people need me more right now.
Little does she know.
No, he's gonna die.
Here we go.
Kiss.
Her first kiss was a demigod.
'Cause why
How
not?
Sweet.
I ship it more than I ship Snow and Charming.
I know, right?
She ran. The Hellhound attacked her, gave her a head start, but there was only so long we could hold it off.
We should split up. We have to find her before that monster does.
Hold it off. You all ran. The doggy. Why didn't Snow get more help?
Yeah.
Like, you want to increase the odds of winning. Get a person for each head.
Exactly.
How are we going to do that?
With her help.
You don't even know who she is. She looks terrified.
She could be a bad guy too, for all you know.
Mm-hmm.
She could be bait.
Plus, she helped Hannibal kill people. You can't trust her. You're just assuming the dog's gonna come to the door. He went through the wall earlier.
Yeah.
Nope. He came through the door. I love how they give her the shortest weapon, so the like scared girl will have to get the closest to it. Oh, the doggy. Poor doggy. There she goes.
Oh, and he go fall for her now.
So they'd meet each other in the underworld in their story. Weird. She had an updo.
You're the boy that tried to save me.
Tried.
Oh, well,
Awkward.
tried, yeah.
I'm afraid Cerberus got me right after he got you.
So she does know what he can do.
I'm so sorry, Meg.
What for?
The dying part. There's just chili peppers everywhere in the underworld.
What is that about? Everything's hot?
I guess.
Maybe he needed to save her too. You okay?
He's just my old boyfriend.
You're just jealous.
You didn't know me in the Enchanted Forest, Emma, but
Big whore.
Not Enemy reminded me of that.
Aww.
What are you saying, Grandma?
Stop calling me that. I'm Snow White.
I'm saying I don't want to be Mary
Yeah, be Snow White because Mary Margaret sucked.
Snow White.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, you're the only one that held on to your identity this long.
Henry,
Robin, how long did you wait for
Yeah,
Henry in there?
exactly.
he's funny. No.
Liar?
Henry the liar.
Stupid kid.
What was her unfinished business? Meg was just kicking it, waiting for Hercules.
Or waiting for somebody else.
Don't start walking till the bridge is built.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't start walking.
Okay.
Take a lot on faith here. Boom, down. Olympus.
Yeah. So everybody gets to go to their own version of heaven.
Mine would be like a Taco Bell in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Oh no, it ticked again.
It's gonna make him mad.
He mad.
You get to decide.
Okay.
That was it?
I was hoping more of a dun dun dun, but that was more like a, you know what I mean? Mom brings up a good point. Where was Rumple?
Yeah.
At all? No one, and they all are okay with just breaking up the group, and they're like, no, it's okay. You just wander wherever you want. We'll meet up eventually, maybe.
I don't think they have cell service there, so they can't like just find each other.
Did they make a plan? Meet me
No,
at Granny's
whatever.
like they always do? It shows Hook is in a cell, but his cell's like this open air cell, and he's gonna leave, but then Meg's there, and she's like, no, don't leave, and he's like, but I'm gonna, and she's like, okay, why not?
It's gonna get you.
She says it's gonna get you, and she's like really freaked out about leaving, but then he just comes over and like takes her hand, and she's like, yes, I'll follow you anywhere. And then they start walking, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna distract that weird thing that's growling, and I'm not sure what it is. You just go. And so she just outran it.
I guess.
She could have probably just made another distraction outran it, like,
I don't
I don't know. Hook's like, look for Emma and tell her I'm here and get a message to her. And she's like, okay. And then she just leaves and she remembered all of it. I don't remember any of it. I don't remember anything. People talk to me. I forget things immediately. Like,
You're scared.
whenever I meet anyone, I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. And they say their name and I'm like, oh, I already forgot it, but it's too weird to ask.
That's what you're supposed to repeat.
And I'm not
it
even
back.
scared
You
at
didn't
that
even ask
point.
her to repeat it back.
Repeat it.
So happy that those smoky things are on purpose.
Yeah, I know, because I was like, dude.
People mentioned that, and I'm glad they were right and we were wrong, because that was just really bizarre.
Yeah, it was weird.
Of course, they just use those things from,
Those are the same things they use, but whatever. So then, again, Snow White's off by her own, and David's like, hey, what are you doing? Wandering in the cemetery. And she's like, I'm just looking at headstones, feeling sad. She sees Hercules' headstone, and she's like, oh, I knew him. And he's like, oh, did you know him? And then she's like, that's really funny. My friend's dead, and I'm mourning, jerk. And then it flashes back to, like, when Snow's a little girl, and the little Bailey chick's in it. She's awesome. She looks so much like her. And then these peasant people are like, there's bandits, they're coming and they're killing us and they're stealing our stuff, we need help. And Snow gets all overwhelmed and she's like, I don't know how to help. And Regina's like, no, she totally does. Let's put tons of pressure on this little girl. And Snow just runs. Little baby Snow falls in a hole when she's running because she just blindly was like, how far did she make it and no one went to go get her?
She stopped to put a cape on. So
Yeah, she ran out and then she's like, okay, it's going to be chilly when I run for my life away from my problems.
in the forest.
And she falls in a hole, and Hercules is there, and he pulls her out, and they talk about, what do they even talk about, like responsibilities?
Being a hero and
some hero,
blah, blah,
I don't
blah.
know. It's typical. But then in, like, present time underworld, Snow is like, wait a minute, if he's down here, he has unfinished business, maybe we could help him, because we have nothing else going on.
And it's David who thinks of Hook. Wait, at the expense of looking for Hook?
She's like, no, we can
do that
two
too.
things.
They don't know where they don't know where to go.
Yeah, so they're all like, you got Robin and Regina, and then you got Emma and Henry, and they're just all wandering the forest. We're like, we don't even know where to start looking. And so Regina's like, in my office, I have schematics of the whole town. Maybe in the office here, the schematics of Underworld. And so she's like, okay, Henry and Robin, you go look for that crap. I'm gonna wander the woods with Emma. Just then, Emma's like, hey, look, I found blood. There's fresh blood here.
There's a trail of it.
They find Meg, and it's like, was she even bleeding? But she's like, no, you can't. I know Hook, but there's a bad thing chasing us. And then they hear Cerberus. She's like, get me out of here. And then they poof her into Snow and David's house. But it's like, their house is waiting for them to die because it's still their house. There's pictures of them there, but everything has tarps on it.
Kind of
weird.
Spooky. Yeah, I don't like that.
So they ask Meg where Hook is, and she's like, he's in a prison down near where you found me. They're like, can you find it again? She's like, yeah, but there's like this demon hell dog there that, and she describes like in detail how he kills people, and I'm like, how does she know? And they're like, wait, she probably got killed by it. She's dead. Makes sense. But then they're like, we can't defeat it. And Snow's like, yes, we can. Which she just wandered back to her house for some reason. Again, no one had a plan on where to meet people.
Exactly.
So
How'd they know to go there?
They didn't know. They were just like, I'm bored. Let's go home. And then there's a flashback of like young Snow sitting with Hercules at his weird camp in the forest. Which you don't follow a strange boy to his weird camp in the forest, ever. But she's there and he's like, no, it's alright. I believe in you. You can do things. Look at it. I have Boy Scout patches of all the things I did. And I could have failed, but I tried. And she's like, okay, I'll try. I've never done anything in my life, but let's do it.
Every one of those things for her. She's a princess.
Yeah, so he gives her like a bow and arrow, and he's like, oh, I get to spend time with you, teaching you how to do stuff. I believe in you. And she's like, oh, okay, I believe in myself too. Let's go face bandits. I'm gonna die. I think it's just Regina and Emma, right? Is Snow there? I don't know if Snow's there. When Snow's in scenes, I just don't pay attention. But they go to Granny's and they ask the blind witch if she's seen Hercules around. Seen Hercules? She can't see.
She must smell him.
If she smelled Hercules around, and she's like, oh yeah, he comes here after his shifts. And they're like, well, can we find him? And he's like moving anchors and crap out on the docks. So Snow goes out there and she's like, hey, I got this stuff you can do. You can fight Cerberus and do a thing. And he's like, oh, no, but that hero died. First, he's like, why are you here? Are you dead? And she's like, no, I'm here because, I have 2 kids and a grandkid, and my one kid's got a dead boyfriend, so I'm here to help her. But we can help you, too. And she even says, it's insanely convoluted. And I'm like, yeah, it felt like when you try to describe this show to someone,
yeah.
You're like, trust me, follow me. It's going to be confusing and not make sense, but you should still get into it.
I still don't get the whole point of of him being on there torturing some people, other people walking free. Why is Hook so special?
Because he's the focus of this season.
Oh,
because if Hook was just down there and as boring as everyone else and they could walk out with him, it wouldn't be an exciting season.
Okay.
It shows Hades talking to Hook, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna screw with your life. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you, Hades. He's like, that's stupid, I'm Hades. But Hook's like, I'm gonna find something even worse, and I'm gonna mess with you and hurt you. And he's like, yeah, okay. So Robin and Henry get to Cora's office, and there's a protection spell on it. Which again, they're like, Cora's gone, she's not here, but she just poofed away or walked away or something.
She could have been poofed right back to the
She
office.
could be anywhere, but they're like, I'm sure she's not there. Protection spell on it. They're like, how are we gonna get in? There's this perfect human-sized vent that like
which you cannot see
behind a couch. Why would you put a vent? Why would you put a couch in front of a vent?
And how does he know it's there?
I don't know, but he knows it's there. He maybe sees the top of it. I don't know. And then he's gonna go through, and then Henry's like, no, I'll go through. And then Henry goes through, and Cruella's there, like, hey, what's up, kid? Then it cuts to young Snow facing these bandits, and she ain't good because she's also, a child who's never held a bow and arrow until earlier that day.
And there really was no montage.
There was no fighting montage. I wanted a nice 80s montage of her, like, working with the arrow and then running in place and doing push-ups, but no. So she doesn't do very well with the bandits. She keeps dropping her arrows. Hercules rolls up and punches the ground, and they're all like, dude, punch the ground.
I'm not messing with this kid.
I'm out. It shows the bandit dude go to Regina, and she pays him, and he's like, look, I do what I told you. You want me to just kill the girl? And she's like, no, I don't want her to be a martyr. I want her to just suck in front of everyone so they hate her. Which would have worked, but it doesn't.
Because she wants to be queen.
Well, yeah, they always want to be queen. So back down in the mines, Hercules is going to face Cerberus, and he runs away like a big scared cat. And then Hades shows up and he's like, hey, that's literally just my pet and my nephew's afraid of it. And then
like it's a chihuahua or something, you know.
And then he's like, oh, by the way, he's dead because Cerberus killed him. And then Hercules is like, I didn't want you guys to know. And it's like, that is pertinent information
We
they
should
should
have
know.
known that.
You should tell us
standing
that.
behind you.
And then, like, Regina asks him why the underworld looks like Storybrooke, and he's like, I'm not gonna tell you. Hades knows, like, everyone there. He knows, like, all who they are and their stories.
He's name dropping like he's all.
He's like, I hear things. And then he's like, by the way, I stole his hook. And she's like, oh my god, what did you do to him? And it's like, first of all, his hook detaches. So
but there was blood on it, so it was a little scary.
She did, I know, but that wasn't a huge threat. He should have held up, like, a part of
The
him.
other hand.
The other hand. I mean, that would have been scary. But like, what did you do? He's like, look I just took his toy. Hades is like, if you mess with my family, I'm gonna mess with yours. And Snow's like, bring it. And it's like, don't offer your family up like that.
Like the other one.
And then Hades just disappears like in smoke. He even does it. He goes, because
It was blue flame.
it's flare.
He dropped the hook, literally.
Oh yeah, he dropped the hook before he goes. Blue flames. Then it goes back to Henry in Cora's office with Cruella, and she's like, here's the deal. Being dead sucks. I want to not be that anymore. And you're the author, so make it not be that way anymore. And he's like, wait, I can't do that because I broke the quill, and I'm not supposed to do that. And she's like, well, the quill apparently is a living thing.
And the old dude didn't tell you all the
killed
details.
it, you meanie. So it's down here with unfinished business, probably working a menial job like everyone else down here. So you can find it, make me alive again, and then your mommy won't be a killer.
I don't understand how that would
Help me, help your mommy. Then it shows Snow, like, up in her room, sitting on her bed, pouting like she does often. And Regina's like, hey, quit that. You're quitting, and you're pouting, and I don't want to look at it. And then she's like,
You're ugly when you
You're
pout.
ugly when you pout, Snow. And then she's like, okay, well, you can do it, Snow, pep talk. We'll get you off the bed. And then Snow's like, I tried and I failed, and blah, blah, blah. And Regina's like, hey, dude, you beat me, and you weren't even really trying. She didn't really beat her. Snow didn't beat her at anything. But she's saying it. She's like, yeah, I mean, you got your kid back, and you did all this and this. And all of those were not Snow's accomplishments. But Snow's like, you're right. I did do good things.
Well, the biggest thing was about how I love the line about how she made them be friends. Like, that was the worst thing you could do.
The worst thing you could do, and the sign that you're good at some things, is I'm a friend of yours now, which is upsetting. Then there's just another scene that just proves that Snow is so easily manipulated with a simple pep talk. So it goes back to when Snow's young, and she's like giving up, and Hercules is like, no, don't give up. You're like, sometimes you gotta fail. My first task, I was about to die. I accidentally did stuff that made me like realize how to win, so you just need to not give up. And she's like, yeah, shoot, let's go kill some bandits. Then it shows Snow down at the docks with Hercules still moving crap, and she's like, here, take your sword, let's go do stuff. And he's like, no, I failed. I mean, like, I died because when I went to fight Cerberus, he has like 3 heads, by the way, and so if I fight one, the other ones kill me a lot, so I don't want to do it again. And then she's like, no, it's all right. I'll help you this time. And like you said, like he has a realization, maybe I should bring more people to fight things with 3 heads. So they're like, let's do it. Let's go fight.
But they still only plan on bringing 2 of them.
They don't do math well.
No.
And Meg, Emma, Regina, and Charming are all still at Charming and Snow's apartment. And then Charming looks out the window and he's like, hey guys, we should run. There's a dog coming through the window. And then they start getting chased by Cerberus. Then in flashback time, it's only supposed to be in a day that passes, but she's pretty sure she can take on a team of bandits, and she gets a cool costume change. And so she shows up, and the dude's like stealing some necklace from some old lady, and she's like, hey, I'm gonna hit you with this arrow. Go away, give it back, and then go away.
You're about as tough as she was acting, I'll tell you.
The dude's like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. And so she shoots an arrow, misses, shoots another one, but knocks his sword out. And then she's like, I'm gonna take all y'all, let's do it. And they're under orders not to kill her, so she didn't really win. But they...
Yeah, that was true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that.
And then everyone else in town kind of like starts getting like pitchforks
yeah.
and crap and like surrounding the bandits. So they just...
And the town people could have done... The village
They could have
people
done it the
that
whole time. And then she's like, take your stuff and go. And it's like, no, tell them to leave their weapons.
I know, why did it...
Don't arm the bandits and tell them to leave.
No, it's not good.
So then Hercules is like, I don't have to train you anymore. My day and a half work is done. You totally can handle this. And then he's like, I'm gonna go kill Cerberus. And she's like, well, have a good time. Olympus will be lucky to have you. And she's like, no clue he's about to die, but it kind of works out that well, so they could use the same actor and he looks the same age. Oh yeah, but then before he leaves, they totally kiss, and I ship it, which is weird because it doesn't happen, but I still do. So they all meet up on Main Street, and then Charming, Emma, and Regina, right? Is that the group? Yeah. They were like, oh, we all got attacked by Cerberus, but we gave Meg a head start, and she like got away from us, which is weird because where they were running from, Meg would have had to have been right by the tower. They would have had to run past the tower and see that's where she was hiding. But it makes sense later, so they can only have them three fight Cerberus. So they all split up, and Snow and Hercules go right where they ran by already, and see Meg just crouched there, and Cerberus is there. And they're like, what should we do? We could call our friends back, because they probably can still hear us and come help. Or we could grab the scared girl that's like scared for her life, and then put her in a locked room, and just wait for the dog to jump through the door and teach her to fight right now.
A dog that just completely demolished an apartment.
Yeah, and the dog waited outside for her to, like, rally the troops. Like, Cerberus was chasing them, waited outside for them to hand a dagger to Meg, for him to rip a pipe off the wall, and then get ready. And then the dog's like, you guys ready? I'm coming in. And then he jumps in, and then they just, like, she stabs him, Snow arrows him, he stabs one in the head with a thing. And it's like, it's kind of not fair too. Like, why didn't they give the long pokey stick to the scared girl? But they're like, let's give her a dagger this long and make her get right up by its face. But they all stab him and the dog just poofs away. And then Meg's like, I almost fainted. You're so pretty. My name's Meg. So then they're all back at the diner after the fight because that's what you do. And then Meg and Hercules are like, wait, we have met before. And she's like, yeah, you tried to save me. And he's like, wait, tried? And she's like, oh yeah, you failed because the doggy thing ate me too. And then what was Meg's unfinished business supposed to be?
I don't know.
Just hooking up with a cute boy? Like
She's
that's
waiting for him, I guess.
I don't know. But then
and why was she a prisoner in there with Hook?
Yeah, I don't know. They're like, maybe his only piece of unfinished business wasn't his only piece. Maybe he was supposed to be with her. And then Snow's like, you know what? This taught me a lesson. Mary Margaret sucked. And they're like, we've all been telling you that this whole time. And then she's like, I don't want to be here anymore. Which made no sense because like everyone else kind of adapted and kind of reverted back to who they were but kept aspect of who they were. Like that whole episode, We Are Both. They were both. But Mary Margaret just seemed to always stay Mary Margaret. Like she never had Snow parts in her personality.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't want to be Mary Margaret anymore. I want to be Snow. And they're like, okay, hopefully you won't suck anymore. Then it shows Robin, who's been waiting like who knows how long in the lobby.
Long enough for her to talk Henry into
she was just monologuing, and they're literally just a room away. He probably could hear
the vent.
But yeah, I don't get why he was just like waiting, and he's just like, "Hey Henry, you find anything?" And he's like, "Nope."
He's already crawling out when he asked him.
Liar. Then it shows them all at that big like fiery pit with the bridge thing. And they say goodbye.
There yet.
Yeah, the bridge wasn't there yet, and they just start walking. It was like Indiana Jones. They just had to leap of faith it. And so they start walking, and then they see the light up thing, and Meg's like, what's that? And he's like, it's Olympus. And there's like, oh, happy ending. Then it shows the clock ticking because they leave, and then Hades is like really mad about it, and Hook, he just keeps Hook beat up leaning against a grandfather clock for some reason. And he walks in with a chisel, and he's like, hey, this is for you, because your friends keep making people leave my domain, so for each person that leaves, one of your friends is gonna have to stay, and you have to decide who. Which it's easy. You get Robin, Snow, and Charming, and then just go home. And then, yeah, so, but he's all like, oh, dun dun dun, and then credits.
Yeah.
This is a good episode. Crow's back. I like that. She's cool.
Yeah.
Cora is just MIA as well as Rumple. I don't know where they're supposed to be.
Rumple's the one that's obvious. Cora I can see because he put her to work like at the mill again, so she's off doing her mill stuff. But Rumple, there's no excuse for him not being
And they don't ever question that. They have this very open rule of like, everyone can just wander around and not check back in. It was a good episode. Fun. I'm actually glad that Meg and Hercules aren't going to be hanging around too much because I'm getting tired of them like bringing in new characters.
Oh, that
it's
was
good
fun.
the format. Let's getting people out of here. Bring them in, send them out.
Yeah. But I still do not understand the rules of the underworld because I don't know why some people are walking around having menial jobs and other people are getting beat up and bloodied. And
Yeah,
why was Meg in a cell there and
it didn't
Hercules?
make any sense.
No sense.
They just did it. Maybe he wanted to, like, well, because, like, maybe Meg was, like, half of his unfinished business, so he wanted to, like, keep her locked up, so he didn't have the option. Or I'm just reading too much into a plot device. So what do you guys think? We forget anything? Leave anything out? Anything you want to add?
Happy birthday.
Oh, it's my birthday! Yay! I'm really young still.
Baby.
So yeah, let us know if you want to talk about anything. Don't forget to do things, rate, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys later. You good?
I'm good.
Until next time.